Fam, yo, what's up? How you do that cloning shit that you be doing? Nah, bro, that shit pretty simple, actually. I'm gonna jump right into this tutorial. Today, we're just gonna be going over some cloning effects. You probably see a whole bunch of tutorials on this online. So thank you for watching this video. But also, about halfway through, we're gonna switch and let my my very dope videographer friend, Randy from OnEdge Films, jump in and do a little bit more of an advanced tutorial on what you can do with the cloning effect. I'll be covering the basics. So if you already know the basics of cloning and doing the practical thing that we'll be going through right now, just go ahead and skip ahead and let Randy teach you some of the more advanced things you can do to really showcase that effect. I already have the project set up. Let me just import the file. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and create a new sequence from this clip. So we just right click, new sequence from clip, and now our timeline is ready to go. You can scrub through, you can see that me and Noah, oh, by the way, this clip is just a long clip of myself and my son Noah playing in the backyard, and because we don't need it, I'll just go ahead and delete the audio from this track. All right, so as you can see, I've compiled 3 clips here. And then so our first top clip is just me and Noah with the basketball. Second to the bottom clip is me and Noah. I think I'm throwing him up and down here. And then our last clip is me and Noah a little bit further to the right with the football. This last clip, bottom clip, will just be our base clip. We won't need to do anything with that. When you come to your opacity tool here, you'll want to click, you can do, one of 3 things here. You can use your pen tool, where you basically, you can create a mask using 4 or however many points, and then boom, you just maxed out everything else except for the subjects that you want. Or you can delete that mask and use your 4-point polygon mask. And then you can just mess around with that. I usually just use the polygon mask unless I need to do some type of in-depth edits where the pen tool comes into play. You have a whole bunch of different factors for using either of these tools. But as you can see, when we start, Noah's kind of off screen. So you kind of want to make sure that, well, first you want to see, okay, when he's to come in, that's when he comes in screen. And it doesn't look like the other us is going to invade that. So you can just pull this back a little bit so that once we start, he's already in screen. Then we can do a little feather. The feather and the expansion really help to sell the effect. For this scene right now, since we planned it out, we have perfect lighting. The clouds weren't moving too much during the 8 minutes or so that we were recording, or that I was recording. There isn't much of a change in lighting, but you will see that even when you do a straight on shot that you planned and prepped for, sometimes you will see that there's some type of subtle change, and using your feather and expansion tool will really help to make everything a lot more normalized. So let's go ahead and play this back, see how these 2 clips look. Looks pretty good to me. This is the basics of doing the cloning effect. And I've done this a few times with multiple different videos. And then this other clip was just me promoting an event that I'm having, hopefully in May, depending on what happens with this coronavirus. A little promo for a lip sync competition. And so just 3 of me in the garage. Yes, my shirt is off. Enjoy that. And these are just certain different things that you can do. And as you can see here, well, maybe, let me see if I can get this. Let me back it up. You see that kind of disappearing, fading away? That's because I didn't prep this super correctly. So that's why that's the way it is. And speaking of not doing things correctly, this takes me back to the first video that I pulled up that I was actually going to use. So, but this gives you a perfect example of everything you can do wrong. I am way too close to the other me here, because you can see right here, my whole other foot is gone. And then further to that, I'm out of focus, so it makes it look a little weird. I had to jump in here because I was moving my arms so much. This guy moving arms too much that I actually crossed over this area. So it just messed up the entire shot. And then when we come back, we don't even see the other knee, because look at where I am. I'm covering that whole area up. So I had to end up just shooting it with just these two scenes because of that. So this is why prep and everything like that is so important.
Yo, what y'all doing?
But now, I hope that was pretty simple and easy to follow. Let me know in the comments if you need anything different. I'm going to hand it over to Randy up on OnEdge Films. He's a dope videographer, dope photographer, awesome graphics. He does animated logos, all of that. So check that out. I'll send time codes for all this below, so you can skip my part if you want. You can skip right to his. And yeah, we'll go from there. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Randy with OnEdge TV, and again, thank you, Andrew, for having me on the channel. So I'm going to show you guys the more advanced way to do cloning in After Effects. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I'm in Premiere right now. I have everything already set up. I already chopped out the clips that I want. So what I do is I line everything up in Premiere, then I right-click and replace with After Effects composition. So you want to highlight them all, right-click, and replace with After Effects composition. Boom. All right, so now we're in After Effects. I have everything in here. Let's fit. So I would go through the clips, turn all of them off. So let's say, because some of them might overlap, some of them might not. So these are good. I might go with this one versus this one here. So I don't want to use this one. I will delete that one. All right, let's bring them all back up. I like to work my way from the top down. So I'm going to hit G on the keyboard, bring up your mask tool, and you want to start masking. Well, I know he throws them up. My bad. He throws them up. How high does he go in the sky? About right there. Dang. Tossed your child way up there, yo. All right, go back to G. And you just want to draw a mask around him. Pretty much similar to what you do in Premiere Pro. Same thing, but I hit F on the keyboard to bring up feathering, to feather the mask. And there you have it. So let's see if he goes. Nope, he's out the way. Perfect. Now we see him walking. So when he walks off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the full mask properties. You see mask path here. Highlight that, set a keyframe so when he walks, the mask will animate with him. So let's play that back. Perfect. Voila. Hit F, bring up your feather properties and feather it a little bit. As you can see here, they overlap. So before he starts walking, see, you could go in and get really intricate and do like complete rotoscoping, but that's another tutorial for another day. So I will probably cut the whole comp just right here. So when you do that, you can take this and you can drag it. Sorry. You drag the end wherever you want to trim it. So I want to trim it here. So I right click and hit trim comp to work area. Boom. So now that we have all of this, So the cloning looks pretty good, right? Everything looks pretty good. What I do is highlight them all. Command or Control Shift C. And in this clone, move all attributes into new composition. You have one layer. So what I do is, this is when you make it look more realistic to sell the effect. So you want to hit P on the keyboard. You want to Alt click. You hit the Alt or Option and click the stopwatch. And that brings up an expression. So the expression on the position is wiggle, open parentheses, and 1, 12. And you click out of it, and you got kind of a handheld movement. And then to take it a step further, hit R. Go click on your clip. Hit R on the keyboard, and Alt click or Option, rotation. In this expression, wiggle, not wickle. Wiggle, open parentheses, and 1, 0.5. I think these, in my opinion, the best handheld expression. Unless you get some presets where they have fake handheld movement for Premiere Pro. You can go to cinecom.net. They have some really great ones you can get. I've used those in Premiere before, but I want to show you guys how to do it on your own. If you don't want to purchase effects, then I'm showing you how to do this in After Effects without effects. So now you kind of got the handheld movement here. You see all this up here? Scale it up like 2 or 3%. Always save. All right. So now let's take it one step further. Because what you can do is, if you shot in 4K like this clip was in 4K, let's see, I can add a scale here. And I can fake a zoom in this one. And let's open the position. Keyframe. You hit U to bring up all your keyframes. So hit U on the keyboard. And let's bring the position over a little bit this way. And what I do is, let's bring this over. So we're basically faking camera zooms. Right click, keyframe assistance, easy ease out. So that what that is, the camera's gonna the keyframe is gonna slowly speed up. And then you highlight these and keyframe assistance, easy ease in, and they're just gonna slowly ease in. That's exactly what it is. But we can make it slower. Let's go to position, move it a few frames forward in time, position, and let's move it over. Take this and just, give it a slight movement. Same thing. Just basically making it look like the camera's moving, like it's handheld and moving around. Like you had your family cookout, you got your camera moving around, zooming in and out. And to end it all off, I'm going to zoom back out to the master shot. So 2 keyframes, move out here. Let's zoom back out. And let's line this back up the way it was. And there you have it. So that's pretty much it, guys. If this tutorial was helpful, definitely like and subscribe to my boy's channel. He is dope. He got some dope stuff on his channel. And yeah, hope this is helpful. Yeah, definitely try this out. Send us a clip. Let us see how it worked out for you if you want to get way into the advanced way. And you can take this a step further. You can do so much with this. You can do, if you have a motion control slider, then you can really go in detail with cloning and making things really look dope. But yeah, I'm Randy with OnEdge TV. Peace.